Hello everyone, John Rush here, host of Drive Radio. My son Richard Rush behind the camera. This is going to be the long version of this particular review, and this is the 2016 Lexus ES350. Now, this is sort of the entry-level, mid-size car for Lexus, if you would. I mean, they've got their IS series, which I guess you would consider even more entry-level. But if you're talking about a full-size car in the Lexus brand, this is really their entry-level car. And frankly, right off the bat, I'll just get this out of the way. This is one of my and Richard's favorite cars. It's one of the best buys on the market. This car, as it sits, we'll walk through the equipment that this particular model has that we're driving, right under $50,000. So $49,160 is what this car is. So 2016, they redid the front and the back, and there's some new wheel options, there's some new color options, and there's some new interior features, and we'll walk through some of those things as we go. The other thing that this car has, is Richard's showing you the front, you'll notice that they've redone some of the front grille assembly, got a little bit more of a masculine stance to it. LED headlamps now that they've got standard in it. Again, wheel option on this particular car, which you'll notice as Richard's showing you now. It's got an L shape, so it's got a Lexus on the rear taillights. As we get around the back here in just a minute, you'll notice that they've redid the trunk line a little bit on the car, and they put some new square exhaust pipes on the back, exhaust tip outlets, I should say, to give it more of the LS look. So you know what, getting a lot of value in this particular car. One of the reasons why we like it so much. So the ES350 comes with a 3.5-liter V6. This car runs extremely well. It's got plenty of pickup, even in our high elevation up here in Colorado. The car just works fantastic. Great legroom in the rear seat. Great comfortability in the front seat. I tell you what, let's go take a quick drive. We'll come back. We'll walk through all of the interior features, and I'll show you some of the things that are new for 2016 on the ES line of Lexus. All right, folks, we're going to go take a drive now in the Lexus ES350. Before we do, though, I want to show you a few features here on the interior. We'll go over a few more of these when we get back. But, of course, dual climate control. You can either turn dual on or off, so you can control both sides independently. All of your heated and cooled seats, all those are controlled. I shouldn't say cooled, heated and ventilated seats are all done right here. Heated steering wheel, you can actually touch that here. There's a back sunshade that I can either make go up or down, which Richard can spin the camera around and see. And it comes down automatically. If I put this car in reverse right now, it's going to actually automatically come down. You'll see on the screen now where I've got my grid lines, where I can actually see where to go. So I'm just going to pull over on this curb line real quick, and you can just see how easy this is. Really helps you get really close to the curb. You know exactly where you're at. Boom, there I am, parallel, off we go. And if I was going to turn, the grid lines do turn, which work out really, really well. They've given us a new steering wheel this year, so they've totally redesigned this. The one thing about this that I will say, some of you will say, John, is there any cons to the Lexus or to the ES350? The only con I found is the only part of the steering wheel that's heated is this right here. So if I hit the button, this warms up, which is great. That's typically where your hands are at, but the wood grain, that actually stays cold. That part does not heat up. Not a big deal, but just so you know. The other thing this car has on it, which I'll mention some of the other features a little later, automatic headlights that dim on and off by themselves. Another great feature, Lexus, that you've added to the ES. I really love this. It's a great car. So let's take a real quick drive. Comfortable car, by the way, to drive. And I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let you see how quiet this car is on the inside. I'm purposely hitting some of the bigger bumps here so you can see just how stable the car is. It's got a really great stable ride. It's quality, it's smooth, it's quiet. It's just a really, really, this is a great car, great value. I'll talk more about that in my opinion portion, but you can just see how much we really love the ES. And part of it is, there's a lot of cars that are a lot fancier than this car, a lot higher priced. I mean, even in the Lexus line, you can buy a GS and LS and keep moving on up the line if you like. I tell you what, though, if you want to get into a Lexus, a really nice full-size sedan that has plenty of room, you can travel in this car, you can put people in the back seat, you don't feel like you're cramming everybody in. This car works extremely well, and again, all the bells and whistles on this particular model under $50,000. That's tough to do this day and age in the luxury car market. So I tell you what, let's go back, we'll run through the rest of the interior, and then I'll give you my opinion of the 2016 Lexus ES350. All right, I hope you enjoyed the driving portion of the ES350. We're going to walk around the trunk now, and I'll show you some things back here. One of the things that's now, this is an added feature on this car, so it is an option. This car does come with it. I believe it's around a couple $100. Don't quote me on that. You'll need to look that up yourself. Hold the button down, trunk now opens automatically. Really nice feature. You can also hit the button back here and do the same. This car has an optional storage bag in the back, or storage net, I should say, and a carpet liner that they've added extra. Nice full-size trunk, a lot of room. Really, really, you know, great quality in the back of this car as far as the room, how they've layered everything, the way it looks inside. And as you could see earlier, there is actually, if you've got skis or something that you want to put in there, you can actually fold down the center console inside and put some skis on in there. Also automatic closing, which again, really, really nice feature. So that'll close all by itself. Let me hop into the back seat. Again, one of the best parts of this car, being a what we would consider to be a mid-size sedan. I would call it a mid-size sedan. Some of you may call it full-size. I think you need to get to the LS series to be the full size. But when you look at this car, I'm 5'10". This car, you know, this seat is actually back all the way. So if I were to sit in the seat, I would have tons and tons of room in the front. It's far enough back for somebody that's well into the 6'2", 6'3" range. I'm 5'10". I've got plenty of room back here in the back. My knees aren't touching even with this all the way back. As I said a moment ago, there is a console in the middle with the storage unit that, you know, with the center door that actually folds down to give you access back into the trunk. So if something long needed to come through, skis or something, you could do that. There's a couple of cup holders right here in the middle. And then this folds back up. There is a power outlet way down below down here. So you got a power outlet down below and your vents. These are not heated or cooled. Front seats are both heated and cooled. The back is not. Real quick, Richard, one thing I did want to show, which is really a nice feature. Nice big panoramic sunroof in this particular car, which again, $49,000 and some change. Everything you're seeing you get on this car. Sunshades on the side, which is a nice feature. And they've added some new colors to the interior. What I would tell you to do is go to Lexus's website and check out all the different colors that they've now got for the ES model Lexus. And as I get in and out, again, good ingress, egress, really easy to get in and out of. They've done a nice job on that. You know, one of the things we don't mention a lot is most cars nowadays do come with the child safety locks, where you just hit that and a child can't open the door by themselves until you come around and get them out. But, you know, really high quality. When you shut the door on a Lexus, I mean, it's got a nice feel, nice sound to it. So I'll tell you what, I'll jump around the front seat. Richard can come around and meet me there, and I'll walk you through the front seat of the Lexus ES350. All right, I'm now in the front seat of the 2016 Lexus ES350. I'm going to open the sunroof up to help a little more light inside. Maybe that'll help us out some with the lighting, and I apologize. We're now in the winter months in Colorado. We get a lot of angle to the sun. Makes it a little bit more difficult. But as I said a moment ago, this seat all the way back, as you can see, I mean, good night. I'm going to move this seat forward now. I'll actually put it in accessory mode here, so you can I'll turn the car on, and you can see how far I've had to come forward. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so it goes in and out, up and down. Nice feature. Wipers are over here. This particular model has all the safety features on it, and also comes with, it's an option on this car. It's around, I believe, $1,600, $1,700. It comes with the lane departure assist, blind spot monitoring, park assist. Has adaptive cruise control now that's built in onto the car. Some of the things that we've wanted the ES to have in the past, this car now optionally you can get all of those things. So Lexus, good job. Thanks for listening to all of us in the media and even the rest of your customers. You know, I'm sure a lot of other people have had the same comments. Those are great features, and frankly, on this car, they work fantastic. The lane departure works great. It gives you a little nudge to get you back into the lane. You know, reminds you that, hey, you're out of the lane a little bit, and it'll give you a little bit of a nudge. The adaptive cruise works fantastic. The park assist works great. All in all, again, this is really a fantastic car. As we run through some of the other interior features, Richard, show them the door panel if you can over there on that side. It is a little bit of a hard plasticky feel up towards the top, but soft touch on down below. A little bit of wood grain that they've done. This in here, they've done wood grain all the way across, gives it a nice flat look. And then, of course, it's got the Lexus Intune system, which I just love the controls. I should say, love the controls of the Lexus, the way they do their controls to maneuver around. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because we did that in the driving portion. Cup holders, there's one here, plus the center console here in the middle. Addable, you know, more than enough room in here is what I meant to say. You do have in this, I don't think I talked about this in the driving portion, you have the Eco, the Normal, and the Sport mode. And I will tell you, each one of those does make a significant difference when you go to drive the car as to what mode you're in, whether you're in the Eco mode, the Normal mode, or the Sport mode. So one thing that we've noticed in the Eco mode, we can get into the high, 27, almost 28 miles to the gallon in this particular car, which, by the way, is just absolutely fantastic. So Lexus, you did a great job. I tell you what, let me hop out, give you my opinion, I should say our opinion, of the 2016 Lexus ES350. All right, folks, my opinion, 2016 Lexus ES350. As I opened up the review and said, fantastic car. One of the most favorite cars we drive. Why do we like it so much? Well, it's really a great value. A lot of you will ask us in the reviews, is this a great car to buy? How does it compare to the Avalon? How does it compare to other cars in its class? Honestly, quality of the Lexus means you can drive this car for 200,000 to 300,000 miles if you take care of it. It's just a great value. It works well. It's smooth. It's quiet. It handles well. It's just a great all-around vehicle. Now, is it that much better than an Avalon? Well, go price out an Avalon and tell me what the price difference is from that to the ES350, and I think you'll find yourself buying an ES350. Now, not to take anything away from the Avalon. That's a fantastic car, really built by the same company. I just like the ES a little bit better. It's got more creature comforts on the inside. I just like the styling of the Lexus a little better than I do the Avalon. This is just a fantastic car. We averaged, again, almost 28 miles to the gallon. This car works well, performs well, drives well. Some of you are going to say, what are the cons? I don't have any. The car works really, really well. If you're looking for a really great luxury car at an awesome value, this is the car for you. Go check it out at your local Lexus dealer. Tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.